we're living in an unprecedented era of hyper competition. So that means that brands are experiencing competition every which way they go. They got big competitors, small competitors, whether it's direct or indirect. I get asked by a lot of marketing people and CEOs and executives, what should I do when I have so much competition? This is not a question of which marketing tactics do I use, do I improve my conversion rates and so on. This is about one business against another. What I can suggest in that case, when everybody's offering pretty much the same thing, what I can recommend is that you make your brand more noticeable. What I mean by that is you might not be able to change the service from what you're doing to what your competitors might do, but you can certainly make your brand more noticeable. So perhaps you do that in your branding campaigns. Maybe you do that in your messaging. Maybe you do that in whatever, many different ways. Your customer service, the color of your truck, if that's what it is. If you can figure out a way to differentiate your company, you're going to be so much better off in a crowded marketplace. This is a hyper competitive marketplace that we're in right now. There's competition in every space I look at. There's not a white space area. And if you're in an industry where you don't experience a lot of competition, you gotta let me know, because I'd love to invest, right? So, and I haven't seen any. And there are newer companies, maybe there are technology companies that have less competition, but the traditional brick and mortar businesses, the professional services, they're all experiencing crazy amounts of competition. So what I can suggest that you do is figure out how you can get your brand more noticeable in a hyper competitive space. That is the best advice that I can give you. As a small company with a small marketing budget, or you're a larger company with a healthy marketing budget, if you can figure out how to get your brand to be more noticeable in every which way, every facet of your communication, then both visually and mentally, and if you can figure out how you can make your brand stick out in a very competitive, hyper competitive marketplace, then you have a much higher chance of winning the market share than just becoming the same kind of everybody else and looking like everybody else. This is what I call vanilla ice cream. Looks like everybody else, tastes like everybody else. There's nothing special about your brand. Then it's going to be very, very difficult. If your smallest marketing budget, if you can take your smallest marketing budget and figure out a strategy to become more noticeable, that's going to get you the ROI.